Now let us start with CMOS inverter for 2 input NAND gate. Okay, the circuit diagram here is for CMOS, the input will be given both through the P channel and N channel. Okay, so here we will be following the series connection for both that is for P channel and N channel. Okay, this is PMOS. Because for CMOS inverter there will be only enhancement mode transistor, and for the both inputs the common input will be given, and between these two only the output is taken as common. Okay, this is the CMOS inverter. Here see, this is CMOS inverter for P channel. For N channel it is series connection. For P channel it will be parallel connection. Okay. Likewise, this is series connection. Clear? For P channels, whatever the P channels we are using, for NAND gate it is parallel connection. For NAND gate, for P channel, the connection will be parallel. For NAND gate, for N channel, it will be series connection. You have to keep this point in mind. And output is taken in between these two Vout. Input, both common, you have to take here as input A. Okay. Another input. See how I am taking the connections. Same connections you have to represent it in your stick diagram. This is ground, this is VDD. Okay. This is the circuit diagram for CMOS inverter. CMOS inverter consists of both P channel and N channel. For N channel, it will be, if there are two inputs, the connection will be series. For P channel, it will be parallel connection. For NAND gate, for PMOS, it is parallel. For NMOS, it is series. Okay. Now let us start with stick diagram. Metal, metal. Okay, and these two are separate. One is P, one is N. So you have to make a metal in between these two in order to avoid any interconnection between these two. So make a metal in order to differentiate both P and N. Okay. The top one, it is P transistor. So you will be using for P transistor, the color is yellow. Okay. Yellow is completed. You have to make a contact cut here. Similarly, the down, it is N. Only single connection is there. You have to draw green color for N diffusion and make a contact cut. Now the step is you have to make connection for transistor using polysilicon. See here how the connection is made. Here you have taken the connection to this one like this. Similarly represented with same connection like this and like this. And make a contact cut here and here. Write indication A. You can also represent contact cut here also. Clear? You same whatever the representation here it is there. Similarly make the same connection. Okay. Now C, second transistor connection, second input, here it is C like this. Now see carefully here. You are taking the connection like this, like this. See, if I make a connection of this polysilicon with this one, what happens? Already here one transistor is formed. If I try to join again this red line with yellow line, here again a transistor will be formed. So the step here is to take is we have to use the metal in order to avoid the unnecessary transistor connection here. If I make a join over the yellow line with red line, another transistor will be formed which is unnecessary. Here only one transistor connection is there. If I made a join here, again another transistor will be formed. In order to avoid that particular thing, you have to use metal. I'll be using metal here, that is blue color. Okay, make a contact cut here and here and use now red color. See, here it is in between these only, so make sure you have to draw this one, and again here also use metal. No polysilicon directly should be joined. Okay, this is the another input connection, and take here B, indicate it with B, another input. Here it is A, here it is B. Okay, indicate VDD ground. Clear? Now the inputs are given. See clearly here, metal is represented. Next, for P diffusion it is yellow, represented with yellow. This P and N transistors both are different. In order to avoid these two connections directly, I am using the metal in between P and N. I am using metal here. Don't touch this one. Don't join these two. Okay. Only till that only you make a join. And this P, it is connected, connection like this. A is connected. Now second connection, see, you have to join this polysilicon to the transistor only once, because here only two transistors need to be formed. If you join this red with yellow, again here another transistor will be formed. In order to avoid that connection, you will be using metal, and also similarly here also you will be using metal, and make a input here. Now you have to take the output here. So you can you directly add a polysilicon to indicate output, because polysilicon is used to indicate inputs and outputs. If you join the polysilicon here again, what happens? Here again another transistor will be formed. So make a connection with metal, make a contact cut and write here V out. I think you understood my point. Unnecessary transistors should be avoided using metal. Here metal is used, here also metal is used. See, if I make a polysilicon joining with that diffusion green, what happens? Again another transistor will be formed. To avoid that one, I am using metal here. Okay. Don't forget to write metal bracket blue. You have to indicate that particular color in brackets and write the layer, that is metal blue, yellow for P diffusion, red for polysilicon, green for N diffusion, and like that you have to mention all the colors and layers there itself. This is the CMOS inverter stick diagram for 2 input NAND gate. Clear?